back to our channel.
So today we're going to be doing how we met video.
Yeah.
So basically we met in January of 2015 and almost 3 years. So we've been together for 2 years and 8 months. And we met, I had came back from New York. I was on vacation for like Christmas and New Year's, you know, all that jazz. Where we used to live, there's a library, right? And it was like the hangout spot. But our library was huge. It has like 3 floors, and it was like a section for like teens and stuff. So we all used to go there. And so when I came back, me and my best friend wanted to hang out. So we went to the library, and we wanted to find some boyfriends because like we both just like we're talking to these guys, and then they were like, stop talking to us, and then we just, you know, so we wanted to find some boyfriends. And so we sat at the table, and then we were like, you know, just looking at boys walk by like, oh yeah, he's so cute, or he's ugly, or just like, you know, just doing girl things, talking about girl stuff. And then we were sitting there, and we seen Ronnie and his friend like walked by us, and because we were like looking at every guy that walked by, we looked at them and we were like, ew, they're ugly. And then they walked by and they went downstairs, and then they came back upstairs, but they kept walking past us like over and over and over again. We're like, what the hell is wrong with them? Why are they like walking back and forth? And so him and his friend walked by us. We weren't even paying no mind to them. And they went downstairs, and then his friend comes back upstairs, and his friend like comes to our table, and he's like, oh, my friend said to text him, and he had like a piece of paper with a phone number on it, and it said Unique. His name, the name was like Unique on it. And we both looked at each other and we were like, which one does he want to text him? And then he gave it to me, and I was like, yeah, he's not even cute. And then my friend was like, oh, just text him, this and that, like, we can just be a friend. And then he gave me the number, and then like 5 minutes went by, we were like talking about it, and then his friend and him walked back that way again. They walked past us again, and you guys went upstairs, and then I texted him, and then I was like, hey, and he's like, who's this? He tried to act like he didn't know that I was texting him. Who's this? I'm like, yeah, right, like, you don't know, it's me texting you. But yeah, so I texted him, and then we started talking, and then yeah, you go from how that day happened.
How that day. So my side was I was in a situation, right? So I used to go in that situation that I was in. I used to go to the library to like stay warm and stuff like that. So I went one day with my friend because I knew this friend for a while, pretty long. So I met up with him because I haven't seen him in a while. So I met up with him, and then I was like, let's go. At that same day, I was gonna go meet with another girl that I was actually like kind of like talking to. I knew her for like since like middle school and stuff, but I haven't seen her for a long time. But I was like, I'm gonna just go to the library with my friend. But we joked about it because he was like, let's go to the library and try to find some girls. So he was telling me, oh, you're not gonna find nobody at the library, it's mad early, blah blah blah. So I was like, alright, so we went there.
Yeah, it was early, like in the morning.
It was like
early in the
10
day.
o'clock,
It was like 11.
So we went there, and we got there, we was walking around at first, then I see her and her friend sitting down, and I walked past them, but when I walked past them, I went upstairs, so like upstairs, like you could see where they were sitting at.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like a balcony. From upstairs you can see downstairs.
So I went upstairs, and then I like saw her, and I told my friend, I was like, yo, she's pretty. And he was like, which one? I was like, oh, the short one, not the tall one. And he was like, oh, you should go like to like spit game. That's how like try to get girls' number. That's how they say it. And they was like, oh, I was like, oh, I can't because I'm a shy person. So if you see like a cute girl or a girl that I kind of like, I'm not gonna go, hey, how you doing? Because I don't know, I just don't got the guts for that. So I told him, I was like, yo, go in there and give her my number and to see if she texted me back. He was saying that she wouldn't text me back, so we like kind of make a deal to see if she would. So he went down there for me actually, gave her the number, and then I waited for her to like text me, but I waited for like a while, and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna go tell her. So he went down there. While he was going down there, I kept like peeking over there, like the balcony and kept looking at her.
Seen you.
And like she kept looking at me, so I was trying to play it off and like turn my head or whatever, or look somewhere else. But clearly she like seen me. So eventually she texted me, and then I was just playing dumb. I was like, "Oh, who is this?" She was like, "Oh, you know who it is?" I was like, I don't."
It's like,
"Oh, how you doing?" She's like, "Doing good." And from there, I told her my name, and then she told me hers, and then from there we didn't like click, but we was like kind of like get to know each other.
Yeah.
But
we were texting that whole day.
Yeah, the whole day we was like texting.
Like even after we went home, we were still like.
I was in the shower with my phone. Nah, I'm joking.
After we started texting, the next day we hung out, but we hung out with all my friends, right? We hung out with like 5 of my friends.
And all her friends are mean because it was calling me ugly.
They were being so mean to him. I felt so bad. But yeah, so we hung out with them at the library again. But it was kind of like, because I didn't want to be like alone. I was like, I wanted my best friend to be there with me. I was like, no, don't leave me. Like, please don't leave me. Like, stay with me.
Don't leave me with this stranger.
So he was trying to get me away from them. But they kept following me because they know I want them to be with me.
Because I was trying to get her away because, like, all her friends are there. And I'm not that type of person. If I'm shy in front of a girl I like, I'm going to be shy in front of a girl in front of all her friends.
Yeah. So, and eventually we were all just walking around in, like, a big group. And then after that, like, some of my friends started leaving. And then
I told her, let's walk around the library like 5 times. You literally walk around the whole library like 6 times.
Yeah,
like,
we did. That was when we were just, like, talking more, like, getting to know each other. And then after that, we went home, whatever, the day was over. And then the next day, no, it was like the next 2 days, we didn't see each other the day after that. No. We were just texting. And then the day after that, I decided to meet him by myself at the library because I think my friend was in school. I'm not sure. Because at the time, she was still in high school. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I wasn't in school because, yeah, who cares? But, yeah, so I went to the library and I met up with him. And then that's when we were, like, by ourselves for once.
Yeah.
And that's when we were, like, talking more and getting closer and
closer, yeah, getting to know each other, getting closer. And it was good because like not everyone was there. Now I was like behind you. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, telling me that guy's ugly or this and this. So it was for once. It was like if they didn't feel good, but it was a good moment because like I said, we could have that chance to get to know each other, see what we have in common, and then from there, we started hanging out more.
Yeah. And he didn't really even like me. He just wanted to like have another girl to like say like he was with,
Oh,
you know how guys are. They're like, oh yeah, I slept with that girl, I slept with this girl. That's what his intentions were. But then I was like, bro, you got the wrong one because I'm not like all these girls over here. So
yeah, so that was clearly my intentions because we was like teenagers. I was young. I was like 18, 17 at that time. So I was young. All the kids are young. Well, kids nowadays still think that. They think girls are sex objects and stuff like that. But that was me, and then after a while, I started like actually getting to know her and like knew like where her mindset was and how she was. And eventually, like it just took me by storm. I was like, well, she's proper. She knows how to take care of herself. This and this and this. So I actually started liking her more for who she really was.
So yeah, I didn't really like him that much. I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever, yeah, he's cool, he's a friend, blah blah blah. And he started really, really liking me. And then one day we were at church. Me and my best friend were at church. And he texted me, and he's like, that was when you were like, oh, let's date.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, oh, please go out with me, let's date. Oh, I really like you a lot. And I was like, I don't know if I want to date you. I was like, I was not trying to be mean or anything. But, yeah, so.
That's rejection for you.
So I was like, I don't know. I was like, no. And then my friend was like, just give it a try. And I was like, oh my God. And then we started dating. And I left to Pennsylvania. And then like a month later, he followed me. He actually wasn't supposed to. We wouldn't be together right now if he didn't come to Pennsylvania, honestly, because I wasn't like interested in having a long distance relationship. I honestly was just gonna like, okay, it's over. I'm leaving the state, so I don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah. But yeah, so he followed me here, and we ended up together. And yeah, so if you were to ask me like 2.5 years ago, oh, do you think you and Ronnie will be together and having a baby right now? I'd be like, no.
Honestly, I didn't even like see myself like at that moment. I didn't really like. Yeah, I was liking her.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go with her, not be a prince, but I wanted to go with her because the way she was, and I feel like that's something that it's really hard to find. So I was like, I need to do what I need to do to go over there, even though I'm gonna be in fucking streets if she don't like help me out, whatever. But clearly she did because here we are. But at that moment I wasn't thinking. I was like, I'm just go, and then I followed her over here. But then, like I said, if I didn't say, I'm gonna go follow her, I'm gonna go do this and this and this, and then I'll be over there still. And
22 and 21 soon.
Yeah.
And we're having a baby.
Can't wait to see if it's more girl soon.
I know, right?
But so that's the story of how we met and
how we became
love.
At the library.
See her ring? No, just kidding.
Wrong hand.
Oh wait, that's
still no ring.
No ring.
No, I want to get married.
Yeah, not yet.
Basically, it's on how we met.
And I hope you guys liked it.
If you guys enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up. Comment down below any other thing you want to know.
Yeah, any other videos. Oh, we still waiting for more questions to do our Q&A video. So if you have any questions, put down.
Follow us on like Instagram and thank you guys so much for watching.
And see you guys
next time.
Don't forget
to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Bye.